Hey guys, it's Will from Rifrev. Here we have another runner who, at the start of the session, will be compared with her running at the end of the session. And her change from being a very straight runner to being very beautifully angled, and the ways in which we help to achieve that and why. So what we thought at the start was, as I say, a very upright technique relying on power. This has caused some injuries in the past, including ITB friction syndrome on the outside of the knee, also pain in the back. Because she's upright, that means that the only way she's creating movement is swinging her legs forward. So you'll see here that this is causing her to land in front of her hips, also landing in the heel with her leg hyperextended. This is going to result in pressures riding up through the body and has caused pain consequently on the outside of the knee, riding up as high as the back. We found that there's a real sinking motion here when she hits the ground, with her body taking on a lot of force, and this is the point that's going to be causing her all those sorts of injuries. So what we looked at doing was extending her out and making her taller, increasing her movement lever and making her movement more efficient. So what did we see? What we saw was this. So when she was making contact, instead of being in front of her hips, what we saw was at the end that it was behind her hips. She had pure alignment going on between her head, hips and her feet, and it meant that she was creating movement using that upper body. As well as that, the client really successfully was able to bring up that rib cage and create movement from the waist. She was also excellent at picking up that chest, and that movement lever increased. Because she was creating movement using her upper body, it meant that she could relax her entire lower body. What we saw at the start was her using lots of power, lots of muscle activation to push off. What we saw at the end was a real natural motion with her legs planting behind, beautifully landing in the midfoot, looking very tall and very relaxed. And that's the sort of thing that we see happening all the time. So that was just 1 hour's practice for this client that we saw at Running Injury Free Revolution, and we're here to help anybody to achieve those running goals.